Hey everyone, so from Very Geek, welcome back to the channel. And if you see me wearing this when my next couple Godzilla videos, that's just because, well, yeah, I'm gonna be talking about Godzilla in bulk, so I'm just gonna be chopping up stuff, including spoilers, what the end credits mean, whatever. That's all gonna be saved for later because I don't want to spoil anyone's experience of Godzilla King of the Monsters. So with all that being said, let's talk about what makes a Godzilla movie good in your opinion, and the two types of types of Godzilla movies that there are. So let's talk about it. So when we're talking about Godzilla, there's always a couple factors when you're talking about it. There's always either people that are really heavily based on just the fights themselves, like monster fights, and don't really care about the human plot, and then you have some that really care about like the messages and the philosophical themes that these Godzilla movies can have and could have and have had. Specifically, the two movies that I can really bring to mind, three movies actually, is Godzilla 54, Godzilla Mothra King Ghidorah GMK, and then you have Shin Godzilla, where 54 is heavily based on the fact, us or America or whatever meddling with nature and creating something because of our stupid like nuclear bombs and all that, and the idea of nuclear energy and all that. And then another thing is also like, it was very grounded in realism because, nowadays, like in the 20 plus Godzilla movies, literally everyone's saying, oh, he's radioactive, he shoots radioactive beams, yada yada yada. Everyone stands next to Godzilla and they're always fine later, but in this one, a group of fishermen got radioactive exposed by Godzilla, and then that's what sets off, I believe, the investigation for that movie. So that whole interesting dynamic and realism that they had with a monster movie in 54 is a real treat, and also a really impactful film in just period general, especially with the haunting score of Akira Ifukube, I believe, and creating the most iconic themes in general. Then you have GMK, which is it's a great balance of both, in my opinion, because it has amazing effects, practical and visual, and CGI. It has tons of monsters, specifically King Ghidorah, who's actually a good guy in this movie. You have Mothra, and then you have Baragon, I believe. And Godzilla himself is the antagonist because he is the embodiment of like World War II soldiers, or like people that died in the 50s and stuff. So I really like that angle. That's why his eyes are like whited out. It's just he's, rather than be a creature of nuclear energy and all that, it's that plus he's just a embodiment of hatred rather than just just a nuclear thing trying to teach us a lesson. And then you have Shin Godzilla that deals with the economic, stuff, and a realistic standpoint of modern day Japan dealing with if this would have ever happened. And it includes it is a bit too talky for my personal taste, but it does get to a point, and it's a really interesting film, and it has a really great Godzilla design throughout how it evolves. That's the key word for this movie, is evolution, right? So, and then you have like the 90% of the Godzilla movies that really just deal with just monster fighting and like having like little themes, and somewhat you have some gems here and there, like Godzilla vs. Biollante with some good human story and stuff like that. So you have different types of Godzilla films and what makes them good. And the interesting thing about Godzilla films is that it really does, it has so many different subgenres inside of their own films series that you can always find maybe one or two of them that you really connect to. That's why, in my opinion, I never thought that Godzilla 2014, I never thought the issue with that movie was the fact of the lack of Godzilla. I thought the fault with that movie was that Aaron Taylor Johnson was just boring, and I would have rather seen more Bryan Cranston, but they killed him off. So that was my thing with that movie, because in 54, you don't see Godzilla till like the end when he's destroying, Tokyo or whatever, and you only see him like once or twice. I never understood that mentality, because sure, Godzilla as a pop culture icon, we know him for fighting other monsters, but there's more to him. However, I'm a fan of both, because I love when they fight. Like, I like when destroy all monsters and all that stuff, King Ghidorah, Rodan, whatever. But what makes them good is dependent on your personal preference. And I know that's kind of a cop-out answer, but that's what you have to kind of go with. Because if, for example, King of the Monsters, the new one coming out, I love it a lot. If you want, you can check out my review. I'll link it at the end. But I love that movie a lot because it embraced what everything after 1954 was, especially Destroy All Monsters specifically. It embraced that whole world with tons of respect and love, and it was, like I said, it's a love letter to the Godzilla films. and that's what I loved about that film. And my expectations were met and surpassed with that film. But there are people that probably like Shin Godzilla, like love it, and love the more subdued, grounded, realistic take on characters. Like maybe they love Godzilla 2014 more. So that's the reality in what you look for in a Godzilla film. So if you prefer a more grounded political movie, then you probably won't like King of the Monsters, if I'm gonna be real. But if you do like the whole monster just going at it and fighting, for forever, and like just having all-out battles and war, then you're gonna love King of the Monsters. So that's me. I'm just gonna wrap it up. So again, it just depends on what you personally like, what's your favorite types of, whether you like the Heisei, Showa, or the Millennium series. It depends on what you're looking for. It will always lead up to that and whether or not you will like it. So again, thank you guys for watching. I'm loving the fact that I get to do more Godzilla videos because you guys showed so much love and support for that Godzilla review that I made. So I'm excited to make more Godzilla topic videos because I'm just brimming. We've been talking about this because I've been holding back a lot. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you guys leave a like, comment, subscribe and share the video out if you enjoy for more Godzilla and just overall content, like anime stuff in general. Make sure you guys follow my Instagram, Twitter, and my Snapchat. And I hope you all... Wait, question for you guys for this video. Leave down in the comment section which one is your favorite Godzilla movie. Don't care what anyone says. You can put Godzilla vs. Biollante. You can put Godzilla vs. Hedorah. You could put Godzilla vs. the Sea Monster. You could put whatever. You could put frigging, I don't know, the Son of Godzilla if you want, or Godzilla's Revenge. Put whatever you want and let me know what you guys think of it. Oh, honorable mention to Godzilla vs. Destroyer. That was another example of a great movie that had a balance of both. But yeah, with all that being said, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.